Sorry, deleted. Doja Cat is not hip hop.
The tweet says, hopefully after Doja drops pop disco album of the century, her fans can stop trying to force her into female rap conversations. She goes on to say, sorry to inform you guys, but you can't be taken seriously as a rapper without ever prioritizing bars, punchlines, wordplay, and storytelling, the very things that make rap what it is. After reading that, I was like, huh? Cause almost every Doja Cat track has her rapping on it. She started her career as a rapper. She can out-rap a lot of the people y'all are protecting, if you want to be honest, but because she can also make a pop hit, you think that cancels her rap card all of a sudden, as if people like LL Cool J didn't exist, or The Fresh Prince, or JJ Fad, as if Digital Underground didn't exist, or Kid and Play. Y'all act like we didn't have people that were pushing the boundaries of rap, like Run DMC, rapping over rock sounding beats and shit. Like we didn't have Salt and Pepper. You gotta think about what you guys are saying here. So of course Doja saw the tweet and naturally responded. You don't listen to or read enough of my writing to be able to make this claim. I'm alright at what I do and sometimes I'm incredible. Please stop trying to downplay my ability. It feels like you're dolling out criticism with no constructiveness based on something that's deeper than just the topic of music. And that's a rapper's answer. That's battle mode. Rap has always been competitive. You call somebody out, they clap back. The tweeter would respond, it's not personal, I'm strictly talking rap. I've recognized that you're the greatest pop artist of this generation, but I've never heard the punchlines or wordplay to justify the conversations they try to shoehorn you into. What's your favorite bar you've written? Yeah, that would have been like, what do you mean what's my favorite? Go listen to my raps. You go listen to my raps. Why are you asking me what my favorite bar is? I don't gotta tell you what my favorite bar of mine is. You go listen to it. Doja would respond, if I give you any bars, part of me feels like you would immediately shoot it down. What I intend with my work is for the listener to choose what they rock with and what they don't. You have to give me a chance if you're going to make criticisms about the entirety of my raps. You have to listen. You have to read. If you don't read or listen, how would you know? I shouldn't have to sit here on Twitter and give you a simplified, snipped, deconstructed, and without insulting you, dumbed down version of my writing for you to be able to hear what hundreds of thousands, and let's be honest, millions of people are recognizing as adequate rap bars. You aren't stupid, listen to my music. And I feel Doja. If you guys are sitting here right now and say Doja Cat's not a rapper, you have not listened. There's no way you've listened to her. That chick got bars. She be gassing, straight spitting. Her delivery is insane. And the part that's crazy is that Doja raps. She raps more percentage-wise than Lauryn Hill ever even did. And that's not shade to Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill is raw as talented as It's just a fact. Lauryn Hill gets this permanent hip hop status because she leans soulful and more conscious in her music, and she should. However, meanwhile, Doja Cat can slick talk. She has the punchlines, she has the metaphors, she has the wordplay, she has the delivery. But because her singles lean pop, people all of a sudden forget her rap career and her rap catalog exists. And they don't do that to Lauryn Hill.
What up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again, talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and the notification bell. Keep sending those Cashaps to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. You know how your parents used to say, this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you? Gang, I'm literally on like pins and needles because I don't want to cause friction with this. I like delete it. And I want to say hi, Doja. I like Doja Cat to a degree. I don't like how she treated her fans a couple years ago. But beyond that, I have no problem with Doja Cat, really, right? But I do want to have this discussion, and I think that us as YouTubers, we should be able to have a friendly conversation, friendly banter. I don't want this to, I have no problem with deleting. We've actually interacted before last year, and he sent the deleted guys over here with the purple emojis to my page, and I appreciate that. I have no problem. I want to say this 155 times. Salute to deleted, gang. He got his page back and everything's popping. I really, really don't want to cause friction with deleted, man. Not that it's a thing where, you know, I think it can cause friction, but I know that some people don't always receive information in a positive way when you're contradicting what they're saying. And I'm not going to contradict. I just want to have it's not even a friendly fade. I just want to put another side of the coin with this conversation with Doja Cat. But my guys, I just want to be honest, and I know this is going to be touchy, even beyond just delete it. There's going to be Doja Cat fans. I have Doja Cat fans in my as subscribers of my channel, and I'm always going to protect black women at all costs. I do that on a regular. So this one's going to be really, really touchy. But I did watch the leader's full video, Doja Cat is Not Hip Hop, where he basically chastised us, the people who don't think that Doja Cat is hip hop. I watched the whole thing, the whole 20 minutes from beginning to end, and he had very great points, gang. He was very eloquent. I like it. I like the leader. I like when he's mad because the videos are better. He was very passionate about his stance of Doja Cat. Again, I am not here to become an enemy of the leader in any form, shape, or fashion. But I am here as a spokesman of hip hop. And you know, on this channel, what I do is I talk about hip hop. And there are so many moving pieces. Again, I know you're gonna see me in a weird space right now, gang, because I'm gonna be very, very careful with my wording. But I am also going to keep it a buck with you. And I know Doja Cat gets in the comments and she watches things, and she may watch this. Queen, I'm not gonna disrespect you in the slightest, but I'm gonna keep it 100. When I see the whole Doja Cat situation, the thing with the fan who said Doja Cat, and by the way, let's just be honest, the fan was cooking. The fan was a fan of Doja Cat, and she said basically Doja Cat is not a MC. She's not a MC, a rapper per se, and I don't like how they're trying to shoehorn her into these conversations. And I talked about this a few weeks ago when I did my breakdown of the top 50 MCs from the West Coast. There was a complex article and they put Doja Cat in there. And as I was going through I think the video was an hour and a half maybe, I was breaking down my thoughts on those 50 MCs. When I got to Doja Cat, I said, I don't know why Doja Cat is on here. And some people in the comments immediately said, stop saying that Doja Cat is not a rapper. So it's time for me to show and prove why. I'm going to just say that Doja Cat, to me, gang, is not a rapper. My first exhibit is a rapper don't got to keep telling me that they're a rapper. I'm just going to be honest. If I got to keep explaining to you that I'm a rapper, I'm not doing a good job of being a rapper. That's just first and foremost. Again, I'm a hip hop head. I'm an old school head. I'm not here to cause no friction. But I never saw a rapper adamantly have to be defended so much as being a rapper and have to keep telling me I'm a rapper over and over. Now, the leader showed the clip of KRS-One, and KRS-One is famous for saying rap is something you do, hip hop is something you live. And we got the information that Doja Cat used to break dance and she was proficient in rapping. I read her bio and everything. She loved to do hip hop things, right? But at the same time, what KRS-One also went on to say in that video is it's an aura that you emit. It is something that is inside your body, and you take it everywhere you go. You emit a certain type of energy as a hip hop head. Now, when I look at Doja Cat, I don't get hip hop energy. I'm just going to be honest. I don't get hip hop energy. I don't get rapper energy. You're gonna say, Challz, what's rapper energy? Well, name a rapper that's a rapper that don't give off rapper energy. I can't think of one rapper that don't give off rapper, even Prof. The white rapper Prof gives off rapper energy. I say he looks like a used car salesman, but when he gets up there to rap, that motherfucker be rapping his ass off. Salute the Prof, right? I went and saw Prof last year. I keep telling this story. I was amazed. The show was amazing. This dude Prof is a problem. But when he gets up there and starts performing, I'm not thinking pop star. I'm just going to be honest. Now you may say, Challz, look, she clearly raps. She clearly has been rapping since she got in the game. Well, gang, the very first #1 rap record was a group called Blondie, and the rapper name was Debbie Harry, a white woman. And she's credited as the first female rapper to have a #1 rap song. Do you think of Debbie Harry as a rapper? She got the record. She's in the book. She was Fab Five Freddy's good friend. They became very close. And they did that song, Step Into. They did that song, right? that KRS-One ended up sampling for Step Into a World, right? Rapture. That song was a big record. When I was young, big record. Like, Rapture used to come on every single day. It was the first rap record that got on MTV and all that. So, yeah, Debbie Harry did it. Debbie Harry, look her up. She did a competent rap. And some people to this day believe that Debbie Harry invented rap. But when we start counting down female rappers, I don't see nobody putting Debbie Harry as a female rapper. She did it because the genre was new and she could rap. Somebody wrote the rap probably. I don't know what happened with the who did what with what, but there's a lot of raps that were written by people who real MCs ended up getting. The whole message was written by a guy that ain't even a rapper. Melly Mel and Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. The message, the only rapper that's on that song that wrote his rap was Melly Mel. Every other rapper on that song, they had a song. That song was written by a whole nother guy. I believe his name was Duke. And he's like a guitar player. He's not a rapper. No one looks at Duke as a hip-hop head or a rapper. He's a musician that wrote some rhymes. So I say it all the time. Anybody can rap. If I go in the hood right now and round up 10 people, 10 young people or middle-aged people, 9 of them going to be able to rap for you. So this hip-hop thing is bigger than can you rap and can you say a rhyme. Now, you're going to say, Challz, she been doing breakdancing since she was a young person. Listen, I'm not here to slander her, and I know I get passionate and this and that and the third. But I'm just making my case for what's going on. I'm not going to say she's not. You can be hip-hop, but let's just be honest. We got to start making a line because we got, the leader himself had to throw Drake in there. And Drake is the enemy of hip-hop right now, but he had to throw him in there. And that's where hip-hop is going, where we're making the lines too blurry now. They're getting too blurry. And Drake is the reason why we got to start lining this shit back up. I'm just going to be honest. And I know I got some Doja Cat fans in here. They going to rip me to shreds. I haven't said nothing disrespectful yet about the girl. I won't say nothing disrespectful, but I'm going to be honest. There's a movie called Breaking, and there's a movie called Breaking 2. And there's a white girl in there named Kelly. And Kelly's beautiful. Kelly can hold her own on the breakdancing floor, gang. And then for a time, she was trying to save miracles, right? Kelly was breakdancing right there with Turbo and Ozone. It was Turbo, Ozone, and Kelly. And Kelly used to love breakdancing. But then Breaking 2 came and went, Electric Boogaloo, and that was in the 80s. We don't know what happened to Kelly. Kelly probably selling pharmaceuticals at this point. We don't know what Kelly, but Kelly ain't breakdancing no more. Kelly ain't hip-hop no more. You can be hip-hop when you're young. You can be Kelly from breaking. But as time goes on and you change and become very, very pop, and we're looking at you through the eyes of a pop star, it's to the point you're so pop that we're saying there's no way this person can be in any kind of way rapping. Just because they can rap here and there doesn't make them a rapper. I told you, Debbie Harry raps. And Kelly was breakdancing. I don't look at either one of them as hip-hop. I'm just going to be honest. All right? And you can say, Challz, you call Doja Cat Kelly from breaking? Well, Kelly from breaking right now could be like, yo, I used to breakdance. I was crazy nice. I'm just going to be honest, gang. When I look at hip-hoppers, it's what are you doing now? I'm just gonna be honest. It's Crazy Legs from the Rocksteady crew and them breakdancing guys. Low key, they in their 50s still breakdancing. There is no question if they're hip hop. There's no question. And again, I don't want no smoke with the leader. Gang, listen. I'm just trying to be honest with you. Somewhere the line got to be drawn. This is what I want you to do. I want you to go on your Google right now. Pull up Doja Cat. And look at all the pictures that you're going to find of Doja Cat. Which one of them pictures is screaming she's a rapper to you? Which one of them pictures screams she's hip-hop? Again, gang, I'm being respectful. But sometimes we got to put this stuff into... When you pull up KRS-One, don't he look like a rapper? When you pull up Nas, don't he look like a rapper? You're going to say, what does a rapper look like? You're going to come with you're going to say Andre 3000. You're going to say Tyler, the Creator. Well, guess what? When they go get Tyler, the Creator and Andre 3000... They're usually rapping. When they go and get them for features, I can't even think of many features where Andre 3000 is singing. It happens, but not often. And we don't talk about it as a culture. And we never misconstrue that Andre 3000 belongs in a lot of people's top 10, top 20. It's never a question. Is he a rapper? Well, he wore a blonde wig, but that nigga was rapping his ass off. And then the eternal question is about Lauryn Hill and Left Eye Lopez. So listen, Lauryn Hill, the reason that you got to tell people, you got to remind people, and on my show, the What Show, we've had this conversation that Lauryn Hill's first album is not a rap album. It's not. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, when you peel back all the layers, there is some rapping on there. But the thing about Lauryn Hill, you never misconstrued where Lauryn Hill's her allegiance lied. She never got up there on some pop shit, even if she was singing. Lauryn Hill looked like that cool chick from Jersey that'll punch you in your face. And she was spitting bars. And this is the thing that people never mention when they start bringing up Lauryn Hill singing. Okay, now go see what she was singing about. And go see what she was rapping about. All that shit aligned to what we're doing in the hood. All of it was conscious. Singing or rapping. And when she did put that pen to paper to rap, them was some of the best bars in the history of hip-hop. So we try to diminish her bars, but this chick earned that bar. She earned that. She earned that. She gonna be stamped forever with the few rhymes y'all keep saying she's saying more than she rap. Well, the time she rapped, it was really goddamn good. She was saying the realest shit. She was saying a lot of more real shit than a lot of these guys. That Fuji's album, this chick was soulful. And she never sang shit she didn't mean. It was never, ever to be pop. So this is a different category. We can't put, let's be honest, Lisa Left Eye or Doja Cat in the same lane as a Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill's a revolutionary. Lauryn Hill went crazy for this shit. And you're gonna say, well, Doja Cat went crazy for this shit too. Well, it's two different things going on. Okay? But at the end of the day, and I'm being respectful. I'm being respectful. When we say aliens are gonna peel back the layers, or these kids are gonna be peeling back the layers and hip-hop's going to change, that's one of the issues we got. Hip-hop is changing into something, it's morphing into anything at this point. You can do anything and say anything and half represent it any kind of way, and they're slapping hip-hop on you. They're slapping hip-hop on anybody right now. And that's where we're getting into these problems. Everybody want to say the BET Awards is trash, this and the third. Well, they only got what we giving them. If we slapping hip-hop on everything, then it's going to be a hole in the spectrum. Everybody can't go, gang. Everybody can't be hip-hop. Yes, we can say you're of the hip-hop culture, this, that, and the third. It's all walks of life, all colors, all creeds, all shapes, sizes, all mentalities, college kids, everybody can be a part of the culture to a degree. Right? You can be a hip-hop lover, this, that, and the third. But at the same time, when we start peeling back the layers and say, okay, these people who step up to the podium, you being in the crowd, you can say you hip hop all day. It doesn't matter what you do. You can work in the office, you can work you can ride the back of a trash truck. You can do whatever. And you can be like, I'm hip hop. That doesn't matter. When we start propping people up on pedestals and saying, okay, that's a rapper, that's a hip hopper, we got to be very careful. Because then you got Kelly from Breaking coming up talking about, I'm a hip hopper, I'm a rapper. You got Debbie Harry coming up talking about, I'm a hip hopper, I'm a rapper. And that's where the problem becomes, where we stop trying to line this stuff up. Then you get a Drake in the damn court suing his label and being mad because he lost a rap battle because he never should have been in this culture. It's okay that you like breakdancing as a kid and this, that, and the third. I'm not taking nothing from Doja Cat. I'm just going to be honest. That's beautiful. Right? That's beautiful. And like I said, hi Doja. I'm sure she, at some point, might stumble across this at 3 in the morning. Nothing better to do. I have no problem with Doja Cat. But we do have to protect this when we start slapping on. Let's just be honest. Doja does not represent hip-hop the slightest. She doesn't carry this banner. She doesn't push anything forward in the hip-hop community. Just like Flo-Rida, just like Pitbull. They can rap. How many times you threw on Flo-Rida and say, let me listen to these bars? He's rapping, though. How many Pitbull albums are you playing saying, let me listen to these bars? Pitbull is so hip-hop. It's levels to this, gang. That's all we saying. That's all we saying. If we gonna get really, really real, we can't slap it on everybody. I'm not slapping hip-hop on Kelly from Breaking. I'm just going to be honest. And I'm not slapping hip-hop on Debbie Harry. And I know Missy comes into the conversation, and if we gonna keep it a buck, it took Missy 20 years to get that stamp of rapper. Missy had to go out of the game and come back in, and everybody started being like, oh my God, I miss Missy, I love Missy. It took a long time for us to say Missy was a rapper. If you guys are being honest, Missy was a pop icon. She was a big star. We all love Missy Elliott. There's no mistaking. We saw Missy on the Super Bowl when she came out with, I believe it was Katy Perry, and we lost our mind. We was like, God damn, we missed this woman. We love her. But you still get pushed back on Missy to this day about being a rapper. Just gonna be honest, gang. And I hope I didn't offend my political connects. I don't want to get deleted by deleted. Listen, this is just a conversation. It is what it is. It is what it is, and it means no disrespect to, again, hi Doja, right? Whoever else is in here that got a problem with it. I'm not saying that Doja can't rap. I didn't say that. And I'm not saying she can't be considered a part of the hip-hop thing. Everybody is if you like hip-hop. You're a part of hip-hop just by the sheer liking hip-hop. But when we're going to put you up in front of millions of people and stamp you as hip-hop, then we got to have a conversation. You can be a fan of hip-hop. You can say, I used to break dance when I was 12, right? I used to do shows. I used to rap over beats. But when you get into your late 20s and you're a famous pop star, and you don't emit nothing about the culture, where's her cultural hip-hop video at? If she's going to be hip-hop, where's the hip-hop video? Right? it's just me, gang. I just have certain standards. When my rappers rapping, they in the hood or they doing something rap related, you can tell that they're rappers. And I'm not saying you got to be in the hood because Tyler's not in the hood. But guess what? When Tyler did that, when he did that fucking, what was that, peekaboo or whatever, this motherfucker was in the fucking hood. So at some point, these videos and your mentality, at some point, you got to show what we are as a culture. It got to look like us. It can't be demons and devils all the time and witches and warlocks and all this shit. And I get it. That's entertaining. But at some point, we can't make that hip-hop. We almost had Lil Nas X be considered hip-hop, gang. At one point, you was beating the door down talking about Lil Nas X is a rapper. So I'm going to be here to make sure we never got to say Lil Nas X is a rapper. Okay? Let me leave it at that, man. I think I said enough, man. Listen, no disrespect. I like to lead it. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem. This is just my thoughts. It's just my opinion, gang. Listen, I'm out of here. Every Wednesday night, we go live on the What Show, me, TJ, and Fliz. I might bring this up. We might discuss it. Also, head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They got all kind of flavors. He just added some new punch over there. Go check it out, all right? You ship all over the continental U.S. It is what it is. Hi, Doja. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim, and left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within, with the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin, with the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin, and then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh, yeah.